home of Team USA.
It's a very warm welcome to you indeed to Zhaoqing in Guangdong Province, in the People's Republic of China, and the new District Sports Complex, which is hosting the FIG Artistic Gymnastics World Challenge Cup of 2019. The start of the World Challenge Cup season, and a real flurry of World Challenge Cup events over the next month, as Zhaoqing next weekend and Kobe the weekend after hosts the first of this little series of 3 World Challenge Cup events. It's the first time that we've ever had a competition here in Zhaoqing in the World Challenge Cup series, though this very arena is a seasoned venue for the sport of artistic gymnastics, having hosted the Chinese National Championships just a couple of weeks ago. That is what is coming up for you over the next few hours of gymnastics action. The men's vault, the women's balance beam, the men's parallel bars, the women's floor, and the men's horizontal bar competitions. Well, yesterday, to put it gently, was a rather successful day for the host nation, the People's Republic of China. They took all 5 gold medals. It's great to have your company. Thanks for joining the action wherever in the world you call home. Your home for the next few hours is going to be the Zhaoqing New District Sports Complex. And whether you are a veteran viewer of the sport of artistic gymnastics or watching for the very first time, great to have you with us. Ollie Hogben here in the New District Sports Complex. So there are the competitors in the men's vault final, as is traditional in a men's vault competition. Indeed, any apparatus final for men and women in the vault. There will be 2 vaults per gymnast, different entries. And all eyes will be on the gymnast from the DPRK, going 3rd and 4th in the order, the 3rd and 2nd strongest in qualification respectively, and then 6th in the order we'll see Shin Jae-hwan of the Republic of Korea, the top qualifier. Josiah Tan of Singapore will be the first gymnast to compete. Doesn't have an enormous difficulty score. And that's always one of the key differentiating factors one is going to look at in a vault competition, particularly that second vault. We've got a few competitors who will be going with a 5.6 and a 5.2 difficulty. The 2 gymnasts from the DPRK and from the Republic of Korea. Contrast Josiah Tan at a 4 and a 3.2. He's starting here with a 4.8, so a bit of a change of things. Very well executed vaults. Really nice start from Josiah Tan. 21-year-old Singaporean gymnast in his first World Cup competition. He'll be very pleased with that. Decent amount of amplitude to the vault. Gets his rotation round nicely, not too piked in the landing, just a small hop back, but a decent centre line well established. He had an 11.8 for his first vault in qualification. That was with a 4 difficulty, so assuming he's credited with the full 4.8, might expect a significantly stronger score. It's much improved, 13.05. Second vault, a 4 difficulty. Very nice vaulting from Josiah Tan. Lovely way to get this vault final started. He's got much to be really pleased about in his first World Cup final. That was very tightly executed. definitely now breaks into a big grin as he steps down off the competition floor. Sticks the landing really nicely, keeps the feet together in the apex of the vault. Yes, a little piked in his landing, a little bent over at the midsection. There's a lot to like about that work, the Singaporean. So first vault was a 13.05. Let's have a look at the total score in just a moment. 12.4 for the second and a 12.725 overall. So he's really improved upon the qualification displayed Josiah Tan by a mark and a half. That's very good, credible vaulting from the young Singaporean gymnast. Now to Natipong Aidwong of Thailand, 6th strongest qualifier. Looks as though he's okay. Just a little bit of rather tentative limp as he moved away. To hope all is well. Got a bit of protection anyway, just below the left knee. Gymnast from Phatthalung, right towards the south of Thailand on the Malay Peninsula. He's a student of the National College of Sport. He's a bright chap, is Natipong Aidwong. He's a student of biomechanics of sport. He's unlikely to push himself unnecessarily. He won't probably take a risk for the sake of it. Have another look at this first vault. He's rather collapsed down on the ankles. Sensible decision being taken here by the medical team. They're going to evaluate that injury. He scored a 12.3 for that first vault. Out of great consequence right now, because what matters is his condition. Gymnast who competed at the Youth Olympic Games in 2014, off to get some medical assessment. It's very promptly attended to by the physicians here. So if you're just joining the action, Natipong Aidwong of Thailand, the second vaulter in the men's vault final, just having some difficulties with his landing on the first vault. Seemed to hurt his ankle. And he's being led away to receive some treatment. Now representing the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, Kim Hyok, the 3rd strongest qualifier. Now this vault, the first vault, of real significance to him, a 5.6 difficulty, had a 9 execution for this. One of the best executed vaults in qualifying. Well, it wasn't quite as strong, but it was well executed nonetheless. Just had a few hops and steps backwards. But he had a good 14.6 score for that first vault in qualification. If all stays the same as qualifying, we've only got 3 5.6 vaults to come in the competition. Or in total, 2 more to come. Good form in the twist, just doesn't fully rotate that. And if you're new to gymnastics, it's not a given that the gymnast will be given full credit for what they attempt. The judges will have to decide if the gymnast did actually manage to get in the right number of twists, the right number of tucks, or whatever it is they're attempting in their vault. So simply saying you're going for a 5.6 is no guarantee you'll be actually given it. .2 for Kim Hyok, so a little bit down from the 14.6 he received in qualifying. Now this is the 5.2 difficulty. It's much more secure, better execution from Kim Hyok. Just wonder if maybe that 0.4 that he has given away after the first vault could be crucial.
刚刚完成比赛的是来自朝鲜的选手金赫。
Very nice form there, twisting round. Yes, a step forward on landing, but his establishment of the centre line not too bad. Gymnast from North Hwanghae, which is just south of the capital city of the DPRK, Pyongyang. So 14.275 is the overall score. Say Guang, 34-year-old now, out on the international scene, vaulting for a huge amount of time before taking the Olympic title in 2016. So he's taken World Championship top honours. Now to Japan's Genta Tsuyuki, the 18-year-old. Was lovely, really well done. That's his more difficult vault. At least if he does everything as he did in qualification, may well feel compelled to go for something more difficult now in a bid to get towards the podium. But a good attack of the springboard, good clean push off. The line of the vault really nice, technically very sound. A lot to enjoy there. Awful lot to enjoy. .85 execution for that vaulting qualification. Quite interesting to see if he's managed to push beyond that. He's going for a 4.8 like he did in qualifying. .25. Much improved for Tsuyuki. His execution, I think, has flown up. So, suddenly, could have a gymnast in medal contention if this goes okay. It has gone okay. It's gone very okay for Genta Tsuyuki. He was the 5th strongest qualifier, but he might well have pushed himself into medal contention with those 2 vaults. That's lovely from the young Japanese gymnast. What a pleasure it always is to see the young crop of Japanese athletes coming through. Some of the less well-known names in this competition. Carries with it a real pressure when you start to wear the colours of the national team or compete under the flag of the national team for the very first time. Tsuyuki, we saw him in action yesterday, yet to take a medal. .975 for Genta Tsuyuki, a 13.7 for that second vault, exactly as he delivered in qualification. So we now have Kim Hyok in first place, we've got Tsuyuki in second, and we have Kim Chol in third. But we now see the top qualifier, Shin Jae-hwan. Now he has a 5.6 difficulty first vault that was a 9.2 for execution. He's actually going for a 6 here. This is going to be big, and it's going to work. Oh, it's going to work. And he knows that could be the vault that pushes him towards World Challenge Cup gold. Very well executed indeed. And suddenly, that release of emotion. Beautiful attack, lovely distance, really good travel, super line. I mean, that, what's not to love? Judges might well find little things like his toes, perhaps they could argue his feet could have been a little bit more pointed in the apex of the vault, but his push away is very clean. His line is good. Tiniest of hops on the landing, not a great deal to take away. It's his 4th World Cup of the season. Did make the vault final in Melbourne, he was 5th there. Yet to take a World Cup medal. That vault could well take some beating now. Now let's compare it to the qualification score, which was 14.8. 15.25, brilliant display. Got a margin of error here. He's going for a 5.6 though. Had a 5.2 in qualifying. Essentially, just stay upright and all will be well. Just land it. Doesn't matter if you step and hop out. Ah. Well, there certainly will be a hefty deduction coming along, but it might well be that that's okay. In terms of the mathematics, so big was the score of the first vault. Certainly landed it feet first anyway. It was big, brave vaulting from Xin Jiehuan. Again, just a touch compressed on his landing. The left leg didn't really make the cleanest of, or strongest of contacts on the mat. Just buckles as he goes to ground. Nonetheless, the difficulty is strong. The execution of the first vault was marvellous. 14.275 is the score to beat. You would expect this, oh, not quite 14.175, I was going to say, you'd expect it to be around there, and it's a little bit low. What a shame for Xin Jiehuan. Well, he's got a medal, that we know. Kim Hyok is still leading the way. Final competitor, Takuya Takagibara of Japan. Now, don't rule this gymnast out. 4th strongest in qualification. Picked up a couple of medals yesterday. Silver on floor. He came right at the end of the floor final and burst into 2nd place. This needs to be crisply executed though. Or that might be one or two many hops back to challenge for the lead. He had a 9.15 execution score in qualification. He doesn't have the sort of difficulty of those that are currently leading. Did well to keep it under control. Again, it's nice form. Just leaning a touch back as he landed the vault. Does he land that out of bounds? He does indeed. There goes the flag. .9 compared to a 14.35 in qualification. Now, what did he attempt with the second? It was a 4.8 in qualification. It will be the same here. Very nice execution. What an exciting young gymnast.
男子跳马决赛的最后一位参赛选手，
Takuya
日本选手
Sakakibara,
神原拓也
bronze medal in the still rings after taking that silver in the floor competition. He's had a very positive weekend, or I say weekend, start to the week, because it is an unusual World Challenge Cup competition taking place just after the weekend. He's had a very positive couple of days here in China.
我们等待一下神原拓也最终的平均分数到底是多少？能否打破？
Will he be able to displace his teammate Genta Tsuyuki, who's in the bronze medal position on 13.975? That's the question. Not quite. 13.925 for Takuya Sakakibara. That means that Tsuyuki's held on to secure the bronze medal, and it means that Kim Hyok of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea has taken World Challenge Cup gold. It's the first World Challenge Cup gold medal not to be won by the People's Republic of China in this competition. And we saw there Shin Jae-hwan of the Republic of Korea taking the silver medal, and there's confirmation of Genta Tsuyuki's first ever World Cup medal is bronze. World Challenge Cup delight for the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. They are a nation that has produced some very strong vaulters over the years, and Kim Hyok has proven that he is an extremely capable vaulter. Confirmation of the final standings in the men's vault competition as Japan's Genta Tsuyuki beats out his teammate Takuya Sakakibara for bronze. Shin Jae-hwan of the Republic of Korea takes the silver, and Kim Hyok of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea securing the gold medal. What a way to mark your senior international debut in World Challenge Cup competition. Kim Hyok. It's been a really strong competition for him in Zhaoqing, capped off with World Challenge Cup gold. Brings to a close this men's vault competition. The action will continue in a matter of moments with the women's balance beam final.